Vic Talk episode. I was gonna say this for Man Up Monday, but I figured I'd just babble. I gotta head to Walmart, so we're just gonna do some rambling, based off my recent week or whatever. But anyway, there are two types of men. There's two types of men. There's the I'm gonna get my hands dirty type of man, or I'm gonna pay somebody else to get their hands dirty type of man. Now, everybody has pride on what set they belong to. Like, are you gonna get your hands dirty, or are you gonna or are you the type to do it yourself, or pay somebody to do it for you, kind of deal. And so the people with money, they all, they want to flex that. The people that are talented, they want to flex that. So I've done both, depending on what it is and depending on the different circumstances. So anyway, growing up, I used to work on my own car a lot of times. Now, I can't do magical stuff with it, but like brakes or oil changes, I would do my own oil changes all the time because, my dad taught me, and it was good. So it was easy to do. I was like, oh, it's easy to do. So I did all my own oil changes. I learned how to change my own flat tires and all that stuff. You had a hoopty. So growing up, you get a hoopty car. But anyway, but now I'm at the point, my car's up under warranty. So now I take it to the dealership. So I don't mind paying somebody else to do that. But the key is I can do both. Now, I see this argument a lot of times in the manosphere, where it's like, oh, why do this? Well, I could just boss up, get my money up, and pay somebody to do this, which is a valid point. However, if you do not have the key to the true to win at this is to be efficient at both, but have the choice to do so. There's a lot of men out here that don't know how to change a tire, but they got a couple $100, so they'll make it seem like they a boss. Oh, I ain't got to change the tire, I'll pay somebody else to do it, which they don't even know what a four-way is, or how to crack the nuts first before you lift it. They don't know that. So they just get out there and then just look at the tire like, shit, I pay, I got money, which is cool. Now, there's also people that they don't have money. They be like, oh man, all right, we got to figure this out. And they'll sit there all day for 5 hours trying to fix a flat tire. The key is to be a little bit of both, or neither of both, but be a blend. So be the person that, dang, I got a flat tire, I can pay somebody to do this, but I know how to do it. And that way you can make a choice. You can make a choice to whereas you can do something or you don't. Because now, aside from the car, this just comes with other house projects and stuff. Last year or so, I had a toilet that was leaking from the underside. So I could do one of two things. Well, actually, I couldn't at that time because I didn't know anything about toilets or drainage or nothing like that. So I had to pay somebody. You feel powerless when you have to pay somebody else to do that. But while I paid the plumber to do what he did and argued it out, I was watching everything. I was asking a bunch of questions. I could learn how to do it myself. So when he did it incorrectly, I fixed it myself. And then eventually I ended up calling the bell. Hey man, this is still, the problem still is there. Then he came back out again for free and actually fixed it. So now it's fixed, which I'm grateful for. But now that I've done it myself, I kind of done the work, I have that knowledge to where, okay, I know. And then one day I actually did it. I actually took the toilet off just for practice. I was like, I'm going to take the toilet off, argue it out, just to do the practice and put it back on and put the wax rings on. Because I didn't put the wax ring on kind of right. But anyway, I figured it out myself. And it gives you that sense of, okay, yeah, I can do this myself in the future. But right at that point in time in the beginning, I was like, I'll just pay a plumber. I ain't going to do it myself. But I couldn't do it myself. So you got that side of the aspect of it. Now, if let's say the toilet repair would have been like $10,000, so I'd be like, I would have sat there all day on YouTube till I figured it out some kind of way. Luckily, a toilet repair, it was kind of pricey. It was a couple hundo, which I didn't really want to pay. What also was a couple hundo was my washing machine had a leak in it. And I called the guy. It was gonna be $100 just for diagnostics, and if you go with the repair, they'll add that repair in included. If not, if you don't go with the repair, you still got to pay the 100, no matter what. I was like, whatever. It's only $100. I could do that. I could do Uber for it afternoon and make that back. But a part of me was like, I really don't want to pay, so I ended up fixing it myself, and I felt good about the situation. So now there's some things where I will. Now electricity, I don't know nothing about electricity, so shout out to electricians. I will pay money for an electrician to do certain stuff. Now I have done certain electrical work on my own, but when I needed a new outlet put out, I'll pay for electricity. That's something serious. That's a whole profession. The point is, everybody's got a profession. You don't have to put down people that do a profession because you have money. You can pay somebody to do it. It's just attitude. And I would say once you learn how to do a skill, you will gain a huge respect for that skill. Because I really do hate the whole, I got money, so I'm just going to pay somebody else to do it. I'll tell you what, if you like 10 minutes away from your house and you get a flat tire, well, actually, we'll say 15 minutes, because some of y'all will just ride home and F up your rim anyway, because y'all don't know nothing. But anyway, let's say you 15 minutes highway. Yeah, 15 minutes off the highway away from your house, and your tire blow out, or you run over some glass and your tire go flat. All that money in the world, I bet you would trade it for, I have the knowledge to change this tire for that donut in the back for 5 minutes, and I could be home in 25 minutes, as opposed to waiting an hour for the tow truck to come and then tow it to the shop, and then I have to follow him, or I have to ride with him to the shop and then pay more money to get home. So it's certain situations. But anyway, that's the Vic talk for today.